YouTube, welcome to the Hope Jesus channel. I want to talk to you about entertaining bad thoughts and what they can do. When I was 16, I had a suicidal thought, and I entertained it, and what I was doing to my protection from God was I was opening doors to let demons and stuff in, because the more I thought about it, the wider the door opened. So, anyway, it got really bad for a while, and the fact that I opened the doors, I started seeing weird, demonic type things floating above my bed. When I would wake up and I would see this thing floating above me. And I didn't have that when I was little, but for some reason, ever since I've had that suicidal thought, I've been seeing these things. I've gotten very few now. Even a couple of years ago, I was seeing it too. When I was like 20, because I was entertaining those thoughts again, to the point where I even stuck a knife to my wrist and was tempted to press. I stuck it and I kind of pressed, but not like hard enough to cut anything. So I still see them, but not nearly as much as I used to, because I asked Jesus to get rid of those thoughts. I didn't want to commit suicide, because I'd be hurting a bunch of family members, my sister. I'm one of the older cousins, so I had to be an example to all my younger cousins. And one of them even went through her own suicide. My one cousin went through her own suicidal phase, and I wanted to be an example, like, yo, you don't need to do this. So anyway, when I was thinking about those thoughts and I was entertaining it, the door cracked wider and wider open. Finally, I'm getting it to start closing again. But yeah, it cracked wider and wider open, and it let all these different things in. Like, the thoughts just came more and more and more. And I got more and more depressed over dumb stuff constantly, and I started seeing things, like, I wouldn't call it ghosts, but like weird demon things. Like, they don't even have form, they look like a weird scribbly line or something, or like orbs and stuff, and I saw them when I was waking up. And that, I didn't have that before the suicidal thoughts. As soon as I let the suicidal thoughts come, it was letting the doors open. So if you have a suicidal thought and you're like, entertain it, it's just going to open doors. So ask Jesus to help you. If you don't want the suicidal thoughts, ask Jesus to help you and he will take them away. It might be a slow process, it might be a fast process. For me, it was pretty fast. I mean, I still have one popping up in my head once in a blue moon, like that suicidal demon whispering in my ear, like, yo, commit suicide and be happy. I had one a few weeks ago, but I rebuked it and I haven't had a thought since. So, and I don't know why the thought came in, because I'm having a happy time in my life right now. My sister's getting married later next year, and I'm going to be a bridesmaid in the wedding, and I'm going to help her with all that. I babysit this little 7-year-old, and she brings joy into my life. I'm working on a few projects of art, because I'm an artist. It makes me happy, so I didn't know why that thought came in my head. It was just like a bad moment in a good day. So I had to rebuke it, and I haven't had it since. But, again, the door's taking a while longer for me to close. But that's because I opened it wide to the point where I even stuck a blade to my wrist and almost pressed down. And the thoughts were coming at me constantly. I was so miserable. So, yeah, just don't open the door wider. Close it. Ask Jesus to close the door. Don't open it at all. Don't even think about it, because the repercussions of opening that door, it just gets worse and worse. You get more and more miserable. You make everyone around you sad because you're miserable all the time. My family knows about it now, so, like, I don't like to talk about it too much, because it just reminds me of, like, that bad time in my life, and I'd prefer not to talk about that type of stuff. So I didn't tell my family about it while I was going through it, where now I'm fine, so I'm telling them, and now they're all stressed out. Like, I'm still that way when I'm not. But they're doing it out of concern for me. So, just whatever you do, do not open that door. Do not. And I know it's hard. Don't open the door. It's just some demon. It's the devil tempting you, and it's not worth it. It's like, I still see those things. Not nearly as much as I used to. But I still see it, because the doors are still slowly closing. And I'm still getting that protection back. So, Anyway, thank you for watching, and ask Jesus into your heart and he'll wipe those thoughts away. Whether it be fast, slow. For me, it's a slower process because I had it for so long, and I would go on and off. And like I said, I'm still seeing things. So, but yeah, I'm not suicidal anymore, and I'm never going to be again, ever. I know that. I know that for sure. Because I asked Jesus to take it away, and he did. And like I said, the devil is still going to come at you with them, but you just got to rebuke it. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and please like, comment, or subscribe. I will probably do more videos soon. I have a Google Plus page by the name Hope Jesus, which has the same picture as my YouTube profile picture. I have a Facebook page, so go and like that if you'd like, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.